ourselves against tyrannical rule. And what I wanted to, I'm going to go through this, one of the guys that runs my forum over at beastprophets.com. I don't know if you've ever been over there, but that's a pretty good forum. Go there and talk to other believers. beastprophets.com. I have a link on most of my sites, on all of my sites. And he's an ex-military guy. And what he did was sent out a listing of a certain, kind of went along with this, because when I asked the Lord what I would speak about this week, he said, I called arms. And then Steve sent out this information about the kind of rifles you could use that would take out aliens. And now everybody's like paying attention. Everybody wants to hear it. I can't find it. I'm sitting right here not 2 seconds ago. I will find it. I know it's going to drive everybody nuts. Here it is. I'm going to give you some information for all those who send me emails stating what we can do, what we can use to fight back with a coming alien invasion. And I'm going to take his word for it. Steve is an one of those Ranger Joe guys, and a pilot, and I really don't know his exact title, folks. Ex-military guy. And so this is his suggestions, what he has found, what the Lord has led him to, and what we can use against, if you come in contact with hostile aliens. And I'll give you some of the notes that I just took out of a listing that he sent out. It takes a rifle cartridge with the equivalent muzzle energy of a .308 to drop an alien. So a rifle cartridge with the equivalent of a .308. The shot must impact the base of the neck. It appears there is a cloaking shielding device they wear around their neck. This device enables them to shift to human appearance. It also forms a protective shield. So if you shoot the base of their neck, if you're going to have, this is going to be a one-shot, one-kill thing. If you're going to shoot at them, shoot at their neck. Shoot at the base of their neck, because the blast will also take off their head. It also gets rid of that cloaking device that they have on, I guess. You can grab these cloaking devices that they have, I guess, to use for yourselves. I don't know. You can get one of the best rifles to be using is an M1A. An M1A is a civilian version of the M14. So if you can find an M1A rifle with 20-round magazines, you might want to find your local gun shop dealers. If they have these, they can also order them in. If they don't, if you tell them exactly what you want, they all carry firearms books so that they can order in what you want. So the M1A battle rifle will take care of the aliens. Just shoot them at the base of the neck. Also other things to get, M14 mag pouches. Might want to use those for bullets. Another suggestion is to buy at least 2,000 rounds of 7.62 mm NATO or ideally Federal Match 168 grain boat-tailed jacketed hollow points. I don't know why they just can't make one bullet. Did you ever go to buy a 12-gauge shells for a 12-gauge? Just give me shells for a 12-gauge. They've got 100 different kinds of stupid shells for a 12-gauge. It's unreal. And what do you need it for? Oh man, this gun stuff is very complicated. Much more complicated than I thought it would ever be. Just trying to go get a box of shells. But those of you on my New World Order list, Steve posted this list to the site, and one of the best sites out there for ammo, and I know I've bought ammo from there myself, is ammoman.com. Another place, Springfield-Armory.com, sells mags and cleaning kits, and GarysGuns.com, Garys Guns.com, sells some clips and stuff like that. You're not going to be able to buy a gun itself over the internet, I don't think. But what you can do is go to a local gun store and tell them what you want. And what you want is an M1A with at least 7 20-round magazines. And these things ought to do it. These things will take care of aliens. Now, Orgone will as well, but, Orgone just keeps them away from not being able to breathe and burn. It's not going to, it will help to an extent, but it's not going to be like blasting one in the neck with a rifle either. So yeah, there are different things, different ways we can stand up and fight as an army. I posted on my list today, the wimps look for ways to hide, the warriors look for ways to fight. And this is one of them. And, David said in the book of Psalms, the Lord had trained his fingers to fight. And that's what we're doing on the internet every day, folks. We're getting on our keyboards and we're fighting. And you know what? The enemy doesn't like it. They're going to stand up. They're going to come against you in different ways, in different forms, in different kinds of attacks. They'll use people to come up against you, to slander you, to say evil and bad things about you. And that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. It's not going to go away anytime soon. I deal with it all the time. And so just do your work. Just stay focused on being focused. And that's one of the ways the enemy does attack. One of the ways he attacks is to steal your focus. Keep you so unorganized and busy doing other things that you can't concentrate and focus on the things that the Lord wants you to do. That you spend all your time answering hate mails and attacks, that you're not getting your other work done. You know what? Don't answer them. Don't answer hate mails. Don't answer attacks. I don't even, some of my emails, I'll read one sentence, and that's it before I hit the delete key. I don't even read the whole thing. I mean, it amazes me. Always has. That some people will sit down and write these huge emails to me, and I'll read 2 sentences and delete it. And so, yeah, you can always tell the spirit of the person that's writing you. So don't waste your time on the ones that aren't sent from the Lord. Another tactic they use is time wasting. It's another attack that they use, and these are usually not just demonic attacks, but these aliens on the internet. You can read my book, Aliens on the Internet. I have all this stuff on my website anyway. How they work. And how they keep you in circles and they try to befriend you so that they can waste your time. They can keep you on endless energy attacks and assaults. They steal your time and energy. Every time you get online, they'll start IMing you, start talking to you, try to befriend you, just to steal your time so you can't get anything else done. And I'm not talking about just talking to buddies here and there. I'm talking about it's endless. They do it all the time. And usually just when you start to get something done. You start working on a website, or you start typing the email to send out to your list, whatever it is the Lord has led you to do. And then as soon as you sit down, the IMs start from people that totally annoy you. You don't know why they annoy you. And so you just think you're doing your job as a believer in the Most High of being nice and talking to them. When they're energy drainers, they're sent to drain your energy and keep you from getting your work done. It's a purposeful attack. And so start to recognize it. You can read my articles I wrote on it, aliens and the games they play, and aliens on the internet. Both of those chapters I wrote in my last book. Some of the tactics they use against Christians. And the reason I get by with so much of it is because so many people don't believe that these things are actually posing as humans and being on the internet. That they actually don't have email addresses or screen names, like on Yahoo Messenger and stuff. I'll tell you, the Sananda and Maitreya, all of them have email addresses, folks. Everybody's on the internet. Well, maybe not all humans are on the internet, but I'll tell you what, the aliens are on the internet. The Satan freaks are on the internet. And they're watching what we're doing all the time.